Well, hi, here we are again. Another week. Hey, y'all are halfway through, and I will say that everything's going great. I mean, I don't have any complaints. Gosh, the way that you guys talked about your families and some of the events that happened, and you shared and you encouraged, it was really neat to see that. So, kudos to you. You did a great job on that discussion board, and I know it was hard. And I know that hopefully you were thinking, all right, well, what do I share? And my goal was to stir some memories. And kind of help you look at them from a couple of the different perspectives that we've been talking about. So, that gives you that category, to put things in and to be able to explain some things. So, again, thank you for all of that. I hope your test preps are going well and you're learning how to use that study guide, and that I provide for you every week. And then also follow those PowerPoints along with a little bit of the discussions on them. So if you're having any trouble, let me know. And I mean, y'all are not asking a lot of questions and your work is there. So I think we've really got everything ironed out. Okay, this week I am going to educate you on education. How much sense does that make? Well, education is the second one of our institutions that we'll be talking about, the institution of education. And we know that every society has to have a means to educate its people. We saw here in our country that if we were going to get ahead, if we were going to be able to become an industrialized nation, we needed an education. We needed a population that we could put to work, and 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 they would know what to do and how to do it. You know, we seem to be struggling today in that particular area, as our Fortune 500 companies are saying, we want to hire people in our country, but the level of education that our workers are getting is inferior. And so they're going outside of the United States to find qualified workers. And that's scary. And so, from a functionalist perspective, that says that we have some work we need to do in our system. So, we're going to be looking at education again from the functionalist perspective. What is it designed to do, and is it doing what we designed it to do? Next, which is actually my favorite topic to discuss, and then you'll probably see that because there's a lot of reference to it, and that is the conflict theory of education. That conflict theory is that, the belief that there are the powerful and they're trying to continue to keep the ones who want to get better down. In other words, they want to continue to harm that population of people. They don't want to give up their control. And so you say about education, well, isn't that why we go get an education? Yeah, but who's controlling that education that we're receiving? So if you're kind of a disenfranchised population, are you being controlled? And then there's the idea of money, which schools get it, and how are schools funded? And then testing. Oh my goodness, conflict theory is all over testing. So I hope that you enjoy that discussion. And then the symbolic interactionist part of this chapter is really very interesting. I hope it gives you a little bit of a reframe of some of the things that we're working with, and maybe kind of step back and say, whoa, is today's easy A really what I need in my life? But it is one of my favorite chapters, and it can be an eye-opening chapter if you, again, step back, suspend those realities, and just think and be critical. Use your critical thinking skills as you read this chapter. Other than that, that's kind of all I have as far as an introduction. Just start reading, looking at those PowerPoints, and I will have the audio posted kind of after after you read the chapter. That's sort of my goal, is to get you to read a little bit first and develop those reading skills. Use that study guide, and then you'll have a test just on this particular part. We're getting ready for the proctored, so be sure your proctored is on chapter 12. So again, be sure that you have that study guide all filled out. If I can do anything for you, I am only an email away. I hope that I have been being prompt with your emails, and if I've missed any, let me know. Just give me a couple of hours to get back to you. But if I completely miss it and it's been like 2 or 3 days, then I've missed it and something's wrong. So don't hesitate to let me know again. Thank you guys, and I hope you have a good study. And as always, we'll talk again really, really soon. Bye.